Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Replay Icewind Dale the Enhanced Edition. And when last we left off, we checked out Ernst the Potter. We solved who truly inherits the inn, for it's not the halfling that currently runs it who owns it. It's the people of Kuldahar, or at least it will be the people of Kuldahar once the halfling fesses up to the elders. And we bought some spells for our bard. Now we are standing in front of Arundel's home. Arundel is a very important NPC, and he has a lot to say. He also is the same voice actor as the person who was Hrothgar, Jim Cummings. Let's listen to him.
Welcome. I've been expecting you for some time now.
Expecting us? How's that possible? We've only just recently arrived in town.
Yes, well, bad news travels upon swift wings in these mountains. I know about your expedition from Easthaven. I know why you are here, for it was I who sent for you.
You must be Arundel.
Yes, I am Arundel, known to some as the Archdruid of Kuldahar. Though I invite you to dispense with the formalities and just call me Arundel, plain and simple. Titles tend only to serve one's own vanity and aren't really of much use in this small mountain community.
Very well. Tell me, Arundel, do you know anything about the reports of disturbances in these mountains?
Yes. It was I who sent Hallister to Easthaven for help. His death weighs heavily upon my conscience. For not only was he a student of mine, but he was also a friend and trusted companion. He will be missed. As will Hrothgar and the other members of your expedition.
You know about the avalanche?
Oh yes, I know. I also know that it was no accident. Someone or something did not want your party to reach Kuldahar alive.
What is going on around here, old man?
There are malevolent forces at work in these mountains. Forces that seek to undermine the delicate balance we druids have struggled to preserve for centuries.
Malevolent forces? Could you be more specific? Doubtful. Caw. It's true.
Oh, would that I could. The face of the evil remains hidden, but its presence is unmistakable. All about us, there are signs of its damaging influence on the balance. The unnatural weather, the recent rash of abductions, the numerous monster sightings in the pass. These all point towards something sinister. Even the animals sense something is amiss.
You spoke before of balance. What sort of balance are you talking about?
The balance. It is what the druids of Kuldahar hold sacred and have worked to preserve for generations. It is all around us. It is us. Balance is the harmony that is achieved when man and nature learn to coexist, no longer contending with one another, but coming together as two parts of a whole.
You really take this nature thing seriously, don't you?
Balance is the belief that this town is built upon, the very reason for its existence. Druids of Sylvanus, the Oak Father, have tended this shrine since the beginning. For hundreds of years, we have striven to achieve the ideal balance between man and nature. When settlers finally came to this pass, it was the Archdruid Tolban, my predecessor, who laid the foundation for the relationship that led to the birth of this community.
Shrine? What shrine are you talking about?
The great oak, the massive tree that stands above us, around us. It is a holy shrine to Sylvanus, for it was he who planted its seed when Faerun was first born. It is a testament to the raw power of nature, a monument to its ability to thrive in the face of adversity.
And that it does. Nature is a powerful, wild, unpredictable force, and we are fools to think that we control it. For it always strikes back twofold every time we push against it.
Thanks to Tolban, the great oak we druids called the Kuldahar, and the town that has come to be known by the same name, have together become a monument of even greater significance. A monument to the balance.
I see. So what are we to do about all this? Probably deal with it by stabbing things. I hope so.
I fear that if we do not soon discover the source of these disturbances, then all that we have worked for will be destroyed. The evil that has come to these mountains infects this town like a disease. As its people suffer, so does the tree suffer from the sickness that attacks the balance, corrupting it with its very presence. Already, the circle of warmth that radiates from the great oak has begun to recede. We were forced to abandon the outlying farmsteads as a result of the shrine's fading power. If we do not take action soon, I am afraid that the life-giving warmth will cease altogether. Both the great oak and the town, nestled within its roots, will die. This must not happen. We need your help.
Very well. Together we shall root out this evil that threatens the town. That was not a funny pun. This is very serious. Look, I don't get the opportunity to make many puns, so I took it. What must we do?
I suggest you begin by investigating the Vale of Shadows. It is a place not far from here. Darkness has always clung to the floor of the small canyon, as if the light of the sun itself were wary of the place.
And now we know how to get there.
There are a number of ancient crypts hidden within the shadows of the Vale's narrow cliff walls. There have been rumors of the dead awakening and emerging from their dusty tombs to walk once more amongst men.
Good thing we've got a cleric.
If these rumors are true, then I suspect that whatever is responsible for disturbing their slumber may be behind the other disturbances as well.
Logical.
Go to the Vale of Shadows, learn what you can about the happenings there, then return here and we shall discuss a course of action. Good luck, and farewell.
Thank you. Right, big plot dump there.
Right then. Please, you must make haste. Time works against us. We must discover the source of this evil before the balance is altered irrevocably.
No store here. Okay, maybe my thoughts of there being a store were mistaken. Unless, is there something up here? Nope, just where he sleeps.
Easy as goblin pie.
So let's leave.
Not a problem.
Thought there might have been a store.
Is that all?
I was wrong. So the only place we can go now is where the plot demands that we go, which is this way. Out into the Vale of Shadow, which is a dangerous location. It's very dangerous because it's full of yetis, and it's full of undead. Fortunately, yetis are quite slow, and we have a pretty competent archer, so we should be okay in that regard. As for the undead, we have a cleric with turn undead, so hopefully we'll be alright there. The only place you can go, Vale of Shadows, 8 hours. It doesn't seem like it's only 8 hours away, but it is only 8 hours away. Also, that's not ominous at all.
Not a problem.
Here we are. And let us save, because this place, as I said, dangerous.
Ready.
Let's move. Let's move and look at the size of the map. Map, fairly big. We're going to be checking out all these paths and going to various locations hidden within the mountains. We don't want our wizard at the front. Our wizard is very vulnerable. To these!
I'm here.
Hello! It's a yeti!
Yes.
Should be okay if we, let's have you transform, shall we? Yep! There are 2 of them! Right.
Yes.
You go there.
What is it?
You go there.
What
And
is
you
your
go
order?
here. And now, actually, switch. Go there. Switch to a sword. Fight! Should be okay. Okay, you just got hit. That's a little bit of damage. And massive amounts of hurt there from the werewolf. Oh, yep. Yep, this is why I have a werewolf. Because
Ready.
nasty, nasty damage. Also, 420 experience per yeti. You can farm the yetis for experience because
I'm here.
they do reappear when you rest as a potential random encounter.
Very
There are a ton of yetis here,
Nothing.
and they will run if you get them to low enough health.
Is that all?
But we should be okay. Right. First thing we're going to do, now that we've dealt with them, is take off your armor, reducing your armor class to 6, so that we can cast a couple of spells. Actually, when you rest, we should put your armor back on so that we can rest. And 2 yetis.
I'm here.
Well, that's not what I was hoping for. But we can always get a little bit more experience by doing this. And it would seem you're a little bit trapped. So, there we go. That'll help. And now we can finish you off. You took a little bit of damage. That's fine. Back up a bit. You can be the distraction while the Yeti runs around. Ha-ha! Oh, change target. That's fine. We have a great sword for that. And just need a hit. We just need 1 hit. There's that hit. Marvellous. These Yeti pelts are quite heavy, but we should be okay. They are 15 each.
I'm here.
Excellent. A little bit more XP. We shall save again, and we'll try and rest. There we go. We rested. Now we can identify some things if we take off this armor. We have a pair of boots to identify. And we have a cloak to identify. We know what the cloak does, but I want to know the descriptive text. This is Glimglam's cloak +1. This heavy cloak was once owned by the gnomish warrior Glimglam. A rare hero among his people, Glimglam scoured gnomish lands for giants and goblins, felling them all wherever he found them. This particular cloak was made for him by his wife, Inetta, and blessed by the Church of Gal Glittergold. When Glimglam was killed by a fire giant, Inetta stitched a crude red heart on the breast of a cloak. He was buried with it. 20 years after Glimglam died, human thieves robbed his grave and stole the cloak. Those thieves later sold the cloak to ogres in exchange for wine and travelling rights to a particularly dangerous portion of the High Moor. +1 armor class, +1 saving throw. A good thing. Now, let's look at the boots. These are quiet boots. These well-worn leather boots were frequently used by the thug and part-time killer Rennie the Fist. Rennie, a former escape artist, liked to tell people that all he needed to kill them was a reason and some quiet boots. He would then raise his boot up to eye level and say, "I'm already halfway there. Don't push me." Rennie stopped doing this when a quick-thinking dwarf slammed his war club into the thug's groin. While Remy writhed on the ground, the dwarf removed the quiet boots and quickly left town. Oh ho! Well played, that guy. Also, there is one more thing we can identify. Actually, 2 more things we can identify. One of them being the arrows here. We don't know what they are. And again, to do that, we're going to have to put this armor on so that you can rest. And excellent. Fortunately, we're not under any time limit. May seem like we are, but we're not. These are +1 arrows. Yep, I thought as much. And this is... oh, no. You know what that is now. You don't need to identify that. That is Mummy's Tea. So, we've saved a identify slot. Actually, what I want to do now is switch that for a magic missile.
Why must you act like such a child?
And another 8 hours have passed, and nothing bad happened. Excellent. Let's keep looking around. Carefully. Very carefully, for there will be more yetis. There will absolutely be more yetis, and we want our druid to be a werewolf right now. That area looks relatively important. This area also looks relatively important. And we'll keep exploring about to see if we can find where we need to be. You also want to have your bow out, because your bow is what's going to be our first line of defense against any yetis. This area looks pretty important. The direction we're heading anyway. There's one major crypt and some minor ones. We want to go into all of them. Yetis? Yep, there's a yeti. Hello. Have our werewolf move forward, and you move forward as well. Have at thee! Should be alright. Yep. Easy victory.
What?
And we'll get a little bit of healing for you. Get you back up to full. Excellent. Carry on. Anyone else here? Yes, another yeti. Well, have at thee.
What?
We're going to be finding a lot of yetis. There's a second yeti, right. Let's have you magic missile. Gonna help out.
I'm by your side.
You can attack here.
I'm here.
You attack there. And taking a few hits, that's fine. Should be able to, yep, finish you off. And then you. Marvelous. Yeah, you took a couple of knocks. That's fine.
I'm here.
Definitely going to be earning a lot of money from these.
What?
These pelts. Oh. Little bit of healing for you. A bigger heal this time. You're going to need it. There we go. 32. That should be sufficient. Let's carry on. Yetis? This ancient statue depicts a seated, robed figure, his head bowed in prayer. Must be getting close to something important. Like more yetis!
What in the nine hells are you?
I'm getting you to attack a yeti.
Speak.
They seem really intent on going after my swashbuckler, but you know what? They still can't beat
Do not.
our combined efforts. There we go.
Ready.
Easy as gold.
Just going to explore about, see if we can find some... Oh! Don't move forward there. Now, down here is somewhere we need to go that's quite important for a quest we have. Also,
Hey, you need me?
we
Were
can
you often drunk
get
on
another
your
Yeti pelt. Now, down here, I do believe, is where we want to go for the heirloom that we were told to get. Now, I'm going to get my werewolf to go down and attract the
What is
Yeti's
it
attention.
done?
Oh, that Yeti first.
Aye.
This is just the normal Yeti. It will tell me when it is a more important Yeti, the Yeti chieftain.
Yes.
Our werewolf is still yet to be hurt. This will not last. Yep, see? 1 point of damage. But we still did it.
What? Very well.
Right, let's move forward a little more. And find... Where are you? There you are, Yeti Chieftain. Right, I'm actually going to remove your... can't change during combat. Darn it. That's okay. We'll be fine. Let's get some barding.
What is it? I'll do what I
Yeti
can.
Chieftain's here.
I'm here.
What?
Gonna lightning bolt you. Get a little bit... Oh! Oh dear! That was not quite what I was hoping would happen, but did substantially weaken you.
Aye.
Should be okay now. Yep, should be okay. Also, short bow. A magic short bow.
Very well.
Yeah,
What? I will
didn't
do as you
expect it
wish.
to bounce about like that, but we won! Yay! Also, Miric's family heirloom. A necklace is a piece of ornamental metal jewelry usually made of silver, gold, platinum, or other precious metal and adorned with gems. A necklace is always worn on the neck and can be of any length. No special description. Bow, not identified. Right, if I remove your
by your side.
armor, we can identify this. It is a short bow +1. Now, if we had skill with short bows, that would be a nice treasure.
I am here.
We do not have skill with short bows, so we are not going to be doing very much with that, except selling it. And when we come back, folks, we will head into this area here, the Vale Ice Cave,
Very well.
which is somewhere we'll be going to later to do a quest.
Right there.
But right now, it's just going to be a place full of yetis, which admittedly is a place full of experience, and we've been getting a fair amount of experience. We are nearly at 5,000 with most of the party. In fact, you need just one more enemy killed to get another level. You need a fair amount more. You're nearly at another level as well, and you're nearly at another level. Marvellous. You might actually get a second level spell slot. We really need to get you something that gives you armor and allows you to cast spells. We'll get that at some point. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. This area. You're gonna wonder why people do decide to make their pilgrimages here, because I doubt the Yetis aren't
Is that
here
all?
most of the time. Seems to be the place they call home. Maybe the strange disturbance has made them more hostile, but This place is hardly safe. We're a group of heavily armed adventurers, but even we nearly die to them. Maybe the people of Kuldahar are tougher than we think. Maybe. Later.